You know, I've said this before, but certainly the number one thing that I get asked through messages and emails and comments is, Brian, I want to be successful. How do I go about doing that? And let me start by saying there's different levels to quantify success, right? I mean, do you want to be financially successful? Do you want to be successful happy-wise? Do you want to be successful achieving something? And in the end, always keep in mind that to me, success is happiness, right? And what we do about trying to achieve success is whatever we think is going to make us happy, because we think that by achieving that goal, whether it's financial security or doing something that makes us feel good about ourselves, ultimately we're really attaching happiness to that achievement, and we think that if we make that achievement, we're gonna have happiness. Does that make sense? So now that I've got that out of the way and we kind of understand what I think success is, I'm gonna give you guys a few keys to what I think really defines success, or at least defines success for me in my life in a way. So I'm gonna give you these as I'm feeding. I'm gonna feed some snakes and I'll give you some hints as I go by. But first I think I've got to go get some frozen rodents. Alright, so let's go ahead and start by saying that the first thing to get to a successful life is to find something that you're extremely passionate about. Something that just absolutely drives you, that you just would do even if you didn't have to think of it as a success. It's a hobby or whatever, just something that you really love. And basically what I mean by that is find something that you really want to do. I mean, let's say you have a job and after you get out of the job, you want to play with reptiles like I do. That's something you'd be passionate about, that you'd be happy doing. To me, I personally feel that if you're not really passionate about what you're doing, are you really achieving true success? And what I mean by that is that even if somehow your business becomes successful or whatever adventure you do becomes successful, but you don't like doing it, then did you really achieve what you were out to achieve, which is success that breeds happiness, right? Because you can have tons of money and be miserable, and that's not a good life. Or you can be poor and be really happy. I know a lot of people that that volunteer their time for charities, and they're barely paying the bills, but they're just so happy in life. And to me, that is a measure of success right there. Let me start by saying that don't think for 1 second that I'm saying that I have it all figured out, because to be honest with you, I don't have it all figured out. As a matter of fact, probably every day of my life I wake up thinking, how can I make today awesome? How can I make today a happy day so that I can kind of just enjoy myself in what I'm doing? And to me, that is what success is about. But I know that's not really the whole basis of what people are asking me. They want to know how you be successful beyond just be happy. If I told you, hey, just be happy, that's probably not what you're thinking about. So let's go to number 2, which is work your ass off. That's right. You got to outwork your competition. I'm going to just put it plain and simple. If you want a job that's like 9 to 4, you want the weekends off, you don't want to ever mess around after 5 o'clock, and you want to be successful in some business or something like that, probably not going to do it. Your competitors are going to work harder than you. So keep that in mind. Think about all the people that are going to try to compete with whatever you want to do, and you have to work harder than every single one of them. Every single one of them. Harder. Now when I say work hard, don't get that confused with working yourself to the bone, because you have to work hard, but you also have to take time to enjoy yourself. Whether it's relaxing or spending time with the people you love or whatever the case may be, you don't want to work yourself to where you're not getting any quality of life. So it's really important to work hard, harder than anyone else, but at the same time enjoy it, because if you enjoy it, you're going to do your job even better. The next thing is going to be dedicated. I mean, you have to be dedicated to something in order to be successful. If you just kind of throw something out there and hope it sticks, chances are probably that it's not going to stick. So make sure that you spend time really learning what you're doing and be 100% committed to it, because that's the only way it's going to actually work out. Just fed all of those snakes back there. For those of you who are counting, that's about 800 to 900 snakes. So yeah, that's okay. Day's work. So guys, I'm going to take a break from my preaching for a second to kind of show you a snake that is fast becoming one of my favorite snakes. Now, don't tell anybody that Sunshine is still my favorite snake, but this isn't Sunshine right here. This is actually an albino reticulated python with a beautiful yellow head. Just take a look at that head right there. Look at how beautiful that animal is. And she's a beastie too. Take a look at this. Woo! She's got some size to her, guys. But she is really just starting to win my heart over. But I need some help from you guys. Believe it or not, I've had this animal for like 6 or 7 years since it was a baby. And believe it or not, although I've always loved it, lately it's just starting to really win my heart over because it has such an amazing personality. And you know what's crazy? Let me get up here. I've never given this girl a name. That's right, think about that. This girl right here, I've never actually named her. I've just thought she was a cool snake. So I need some help from you guys. Down below, what's a really cool name that I can name this girl? Because I think you guys are going to be seeing a lot more of her because I need to show this beautiful snake off. Her personality, her amazing colors. That is so awesome. So help me out, guys. Help me out name my girl. Woo! She's amazing. Only a couple more things that I basically use when I'm trying to be as successful at something as I possibly can. And the next one would be a student of that business or whatever endeavor you're doing. Even if it's just you're trying to get a promotion at your job, you know, learn about it. Be a student of it. Learn everything you can. You know, when it comes to online video or television or breeding snakes or whatever endeavor that I'm getting involved in, the one thing that I always pride myself on is that I'm trying to learn everything I can about that particular medium. Now, that doesn't mean that I know everything because I'm continually learning all the time. But listen, I am constantly looking for information to make me better at what I do. Because once you think your ego gets involved and you think, oh, I know everything, that's when you lose right there. So be an amazing student of it. And lastly, don't give up. I'm telling you, there's a saying that says you never know how close you were to success when you decide to give up. And that is so true. There's been so many things in my life that I've gotten frustrated with because I've tried so hard and they just aren't working out. And then I stay the course and they end up working out amazingly. Right around the corner when I just think there's no way this is going to work out, bam, it does amazing things. Believe in yourself. Have the confidence. If you're passionate about it, you learn as much as you can about it and you're diligent and work hard, you can do about anything. And just believe in yourself. And I guess I did say lastly, but lastly is have a good time, guys. Man, life is too short to be all upset and uptight about things. Enjoy yourself. You know, if you work hard but you love what you do and you take breaks when you need to and you see things and you enjoy your life, listen, it's all better that way. So have a good time. And speaking of a good time, I'm heading home right now. Gonna spend some time with the family. I have a couple days home and then I'm off to the West Coast and then I'm off to Chicago. So it's a busy couple weeks. So I'm gonna enjoy tonight. I'm gonna have a smile on my face. I'm gonna spend it with my family and nobody's gonna bring me down. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want, you can go ahead and subscribe or, you know, do whatever you need to do. I really do appreciate your support. And as always, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow.